Hello and welcome to another Access You TV episode. My name is Michelle Edhouse and today I'd like to offer you some questions to ask when something shows up that you knew was possible but always hoped would never happen to you. So have you ever hit a time when your whole world just grinds to a halt, where you are just totally, well, it's what we call in a beyonds. You have no idea. It's like this kind of energy, and we call it a beyonds. And the clearing you can use if you want to use a clearing, and if you actually are in a space that can actually clear it, is all the beyonds, creating the beyonds, eternally beyonds. I destroy and uncreate them. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine boys, shorts and beyonds. And if you're new to my channel, that may sound a bit weird. That's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, and you can find out more about it at theclearingstatement.com. So what happens when you're in that space of your mind totally goes blank, you have no idea? The one question I would suggest you tattoo on the inside of your eyelids is, dun dun dun, what question can I ask here that would change this? You could also ask something like, what energy, space and consciousness can I be that would change this with total ease? Or one of my favorites from the amazing Dr. Dane here is, energy, space and consciousness can my body and I be to have ease and clarity with this for all eternity? So one of the places in parenting that this can show up is when your child grows up faster than you thought. There may be a time where you find a condom in their wallet. There may be a time where you catch them sexting when you didn't even know they had somebody to sext with. All those sorts of things will show up. Something will show up. You'll pick them up from a party when they're 13 and they'll be drunk. Or you'll pick them up and they're crying because their boyfriend you didn't know they had is double dating them. Who knows what it will be, but something will show up in parenting where you just go, insert expletive here, usually starting with the letter F. So what I'd like to invite you to do is to ask, what question can I ask here that can create the change I'm looking for? Because you know what, just freaking out and doing the jump off the deep end, no, you can't go here, you can't see him, I'm taking your phone off, you're not allowed to do that to her. Any of those things, what's it going to create? Is it going to create my mummy cares about me and I'm going to do exactly what she says and I'm going to be a good boy or girl? No. Well, not if your kid is anything like I was when I was a teenager, and not if your kid was anything like the majority of the teenagers. Because what's a teenager's job? A teenager's job is to make you mad, to drive you insane. Now, partially I'm joking on that, and what if you treated them as if that was their job and it was your job to outsmart them? Your job to not react, to just be present, be in allowance, and not shut off your awareness. So that question of, what can I ask here? What question can I ask here? Can open up questions that A, will open up your allowance, B, will open up your awareness, C, will even just asking that question opens up a space of a different possibility without you having to go to that kill my child or kill them, the person that's afflicting us on my child. So I invite you, next time something shows up in your world that's totally not what you're expecting, totally not what you were hoping never to ever have to deal with, to stop before you do or say or be anything. Ask, what question can I ask here? And it may be a question of yourself, it may be a question of the person who's standing in front of you, it may be an awareness of a question that you need to ask somebody else. Okay? So if you are willing to actually stop and ask that question, what other possibilities will show up beyond what would have been created if you went into reaction? Because stopping and asking a question is an action rather than a reaction. And if we're always functioning from reaction, can we ever actually create greater? Or are we always just doing to kill the fires, to cope with the whatever's going on instead of creating the future? What question can I ask him or her? What question can I ask me? What energy, space and consciousness can I be to have allowance, clarity and ease with this for all eternity? So thank you for joining me here at Access UTV, and I look forward to sharing more tools, techniques, possibilities and what else is possible. And hey, you know, if something's showing up in your world and you really just don't know what question to ask, and you've asked that question, maybe touch base. Maybe a private session will be a contribution to you. Maybe there's a class coming up somewhere around the world that could be a contribution to you. So thanks for joining me, and what else is possible now? Cheers.